Why do the ugly guys get the pretty girls? I would tell my kids that the reason that I was bald was that when I wanted to marry their mum, I had to chase her so fast that my hair just blew out in the wind. They swallowed that story when they were little, but as they got a little older, they wanted to know the true story. So I told them that their mum loved me so much that she just couldn't stop running her hands through my hair and, well, wore it out. But they knew their mum too well and did not believe that story.
We don't want to know how you got bald, Dad. We just want to know how you two met.
Well, that's an even better story. Some girls I knew had formed a girl band, and along with them I had been invited by my friend Alec to go and speak at his church. I was going to tell them the story of Balaam and the donkey.
Story number 55.
But on the same day, my friend Chris wanted the girls' band to come and sing at his church. But when he asked them, they said,
"Oh, sorry, Chris, but we'll be with Mike, running our hands through his luscious curly hair."
You said you'd tell us the truth.
Oh, okay then. Forget that bit about my hair. So Chris came up with a cunning plan. He'd invite me to speak at his evening church youth group, and that way I could bring the girls' band with me. So when I got to Chris's place, after a long day's speaking and being on the road, I was asked to speak with the 30 young kids that were having a meal. As I was about to start, this gorgeous girl came in with the most ugliest guy I ever did see. Well, in fact, I had seen him before. He was at my university, but I thought he was very unfortunate looking. He always wore really short pants called stubbies, a dirty yellow singlet, and had a beard that only seemed to grow out of his neck. I thought, how come the ugly guys always seem to get the pretty girls?
So what was Mum doing with him?
Well, it turned out that they weren't a thing. They were just friends. Anyway, I spoke. They were a funny group. They sat on 2 tables, and when I told a joke, one table would laugh and the other would remain silent. So I'd tell another joke, and the opposite table would laugh and the other would remain silent.
What jokes?
Well, one was wouldn't I?
Oh, wouldn't I? Well, I can understand them not laughing. You just didn't tell jokes though, did you?
No, I told them about the Lord Jesus, why I followed him, and why I thought that they should.
So, did you go up to her afterwards and ask her to marry you?
No, afterwards they served drinks, and she was behind the counter serving. So I went to her and asked if I could have a cup of tea.
And did she say, "Only if I can run my hands through your luscious hair"?
Disappointingly, no. She said, "The pot's over there. Go and pour it yourself."
That's our Mum.
Yes, but she was very pretty.
But if she was pretty and only the ugly guys get the pretty girls, and you ended up marrying her, that means that you must be ugly.
Yes, my words came back to bite me. Sometimes when your mum is getting all pretty to go out, she'll look in the mirror and then she'll look at me and say, "Well, you're looking decidedly ugly tonight." And I say, "I don't think I've ever been uglier."
But do the ugly guys really get the pretty girls?
Only if they have what the pretty girl wants.
Well, what did Mum want?
I asked her once. I said, "Did you marry me for my luscious hair, my muscles, my good looks, my intelligence, or my money?" And she said, Michael, I married you because you were funny."
Got that right. Funny peculiar.
But the moral of this story is, if you see a pretty girl, don't rule yourself out. You may have just what she is looking for. She saw something she was prepared to love in me. I didn't think I was even in the game, but she saw something that I didn't see. Just like God saw something he liked in me. I thought I was worthless. I thought that I was too bad for God to be interested in me. But he says in the Bible, "But God demonstrates his own love for us in this, While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. That's right, even though I was a sinner, God showed me He'd loved me by dying for me.
Well, Dad, didn't God also make you ugly?
Well, I was certainly on the end of the line when good looks were given out, but He gave me everything I needed to get the girl of my dreams, so hey, I'm not complaining.
Well, thank goodness I got my looks from Mum.
No, son, she still has the good looks, so you must have mine.
If you like this story, post a like or subscribe.
And you'll get to see this ugly dial in the next video. God bless.